guys, we're just gonna jump right in because I have now less than 24 hours to get this done. Tomorrow at like 11 a.m. a few of my friends are coming over for a matcha tasting. I think I have like 80% of everything that I need, but I do need to go grab like some last minute supplies and then also make a few things. This is actually a new matcha powder that I just bought. It is from Ippodo tea. It is the sayaka one. This definitely met my expectations or what I've heard about it, and it being very smooth, just very balanced, good for like an everyday matcha drinker or for somebody who has never tried matcha before. I'm also trying to use this as an opportunity to pre-trial my upcoming Christmas party. So I invited a few friends and I think I have some good like taste profiles. Like some of my friends have very like refined taste buds. They're like able to taste any kind of like subtlety or any notes. And then I have other friends who typically prefer matcha over coffee. So I feel like they'll be really good at like gauging whether or not the matcha powder will be good for people in general. I swear I've like wrote out this plan so many times and I actually don't have that much time today because my friend is hosting a Lord of the Rings watch party tonight that I really want to go to. And I feel like she'll also kill me if I don't show up. It is currently 12:17, so we have about 6 to 7 hours, which I feel like should be plenty of time. I'm wondering if it's like kind of collecting towards the bottom. That's like what it looks like. So I'm gonna have to see once I finish this matcha. Also guys, I got a haircut and I don't know how to feel about it. I normally go to this like salon downtown, but one, it's like so expensive, and then two, I don't live downtown anymore, so it's like extremely inconvenient. Anyway, I thought I would show you guys the matcha powders that I'm gonna be having my friends try tomorrow. This one is the one that you guys saw me make this morning and that I already talked about. It is Ippodo Tea's Sayaka. I actually have tried a different one from them. I think I like that one a little bit more just for like my own taste preferences. This one just tastes like your everyday kind of standard matcha, but the one that I had before was ikuyo. I don't really know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that one has like the same smoothness as this, but the matcha taste is just like a little bit stronger. And I'm kind of regretting not getting another one of those because I just recently ran out of it. Maybe I'll have to get it again just for like my own sake, just to compare it. Next up, I have 3 from the same brand, but they are different matcha lines. So this brand is Yamamasa koyamaen, and I have the senjin, the kasuga, and then the shikibu. And I actually picked these up here in Chicago at this Japanese home goods store called 5 Elements. So they had this actually listed in the store, but shikibu was the lowest quality one. Senjin was like right after it, and then kasuga was like second to last. So this was the highest quality one that I picked up. It's actually kind of crazy because the first one that's listed here, which is Origayama, I actually went to 5 Elements to pick up that one specifically. One, because it's like the least expensive one, and then 2, a lot of people said that one was like really good for matcha lattes, which is what I was going for. I will admit I did see 5 Elements off of like a TikTok post, so that's like why I went as well, but it still blows my mind just how crazy people go over matcha. If it wasn't for my Christmas party, I really would not be going out of my way like this to like pick up all these different matcha brands. But I saw that TikTok post on Tuesday, and then my friends and I went on Saturday, and when we got to the store, they said that they were all sold out of it. I think he was one of the co-owners, but he was telling me that they had no idea what TikTok post like went viral, but they have just been getting like an insane amount of orders suddenly. I was actually not planning on buying 3, but that's like the thing with matcha. It's like if you see it and it's available, you just have to grab it because it's gonna sell out. Anyway, that has been like the biggest thing that I have learned, but you know, here I am with like my 4 matcha powders, so I really can't say much. I actually have tried all 3 of these alone. These are very strong, grassy matchas. That's like probably the biggest thing that I've noticed. He did tell me that shikibu is probably like the best when it comes to lattes. He said it was not as thick, which I definitely can confirm. It's a little bit more watery, and it really does pair nicely with milk because it just kind of balances out and adds like a creaminess to it. He said the kasuga was probably not ideal for a matcha latte because it is quite rich and creamy. He almost described it as like a fat layer, which I found so interesting, and then adding milk would just be a little bit too much over the top, but he recommended this one is more for like drinking by itself. I definitely felt like the senjin was stronger than the shikibu, but this is only like 1 higher than the shikibu, so that's also why I got it, since I figure it'd probably be better in a matcha latte. So we'll see about this one tomorrow. so much left to do, but I just finished making the strawberry puree. I like could not get the consistency in the way I wanted. I feel like all the videos I saw online, the strawberry puree turned a little bit more thick. Anyway, I'm glad I tried it out. Definitely good to know for my upcoming Christmas party that I might have to play around with that a little bit more. But it is like 3 p.m. I still feel like there is so much left to do. Like I've only highlighted a few things to kind of check things off. I think the rest of the stuff that I need to do should be quick, but this next thing that I'm gonna do is actually kind of a bigger task. I don't know if I will be very quick about doing this, but I'm gonna try. I am planning on making my own little tasting sheet for my friends. I wish I dedicated a little bit more time into Pinterest boarding, but I think we're just gonna have to make something work because I literally am running out of time. I only have about like 3.5 hours left. So this is what I have drawn out or blueprinted so far. I know it is hideous, but I think this will also be a really good way to explain to you guys how tomorrow is gonna go. So I wanna put each of the matcha powders on the top, and I think I'll go by like can, although 3 of them are like the same. So it might look a little bit repetitive, but it's fine. And then I wanna put little descriptions of each and like their taste profiles and stuff that I can like pull from the internet. I'm planning on there being multiple rounds of them to like taste and to try and like write notes. For round 1 is just gonna be like the matcha straight up by itself, and then write their little notes here, like anything that they noticed about the taste profiles, because I am going to collect them. I feel like I'm giving them homework or like some sort of class project. And then I'm planning on having them rank each one of them and then choosing their favorite, which leads us into round 2, which is going to be the matcha latte round. The reason why I'm having 2 separate rounds of tasting the matcha straight up and then as a matcha latte is because I've been kind of doing that on the side as I've been getting these matcha powders. And it's so interesting because I feel like when you taste the matcha straight up, you initially start thinking in your head like, oh, this is a really good, strong matcha flavor. Like it definitely would taste way better as a matcha latte. But then sometimes the matcha taste overpowers the milk and it's like not as creamy and like smooth, just like so different. And even with like the consistency itself, if it's like too watery or if it's too thick, like that changes things too. I feel like I'm running a little experiment, but I just want my friends to experience that. And we're doing the same thing where I'm giving them space to like write any of their notes or any of their thoughts and then having them rank them again and then pick their favorite. And that is pretty much it for the rounds. Also, I'm not planning on giving them each like full size drinks for each of these rounds. It's just gonna be in like a little sauce cup. And then I'm gonna give them the option of either a regular matcha latte with just like milk, or if they wanna try my strawberry puree, then I'll make them a strawberry matcha latte. So yeah, that's basically how the tasting is gonna go, but I really need to hurry up and make this. I have Figma pulled up on my laptop right now. It just turned 3:23, so let's get this done. Standing the whole time and my legs are dying, but I printed out some of the menus and I'm getting so annoyed. I printed out like 3 of these because I don't understand what's going on. Do you guys see that little black square? Like it's not in my Figma and it's like not in any of the PDF files, so I have no idea where that is coming from, but it's like 6:09, so I actually have to leave in like 20 minutes. But aside from that, it is done. I don't know why it took me so long. Now that I look at it, I'm like, it's so simple, but yet this thing took me like 2 hours. I am just clearly not a graphic design person. Anyway, I feel like I could have done a much better job, but I actually made this on Illustrator. Probably like the worst vector art I've ever done in my entire life. But I thought I would give my friends like a little introduction to each of these matcha powders. Took these all right off of the website, but they were actually really helpful. Like Shikibu says, a particularly full-bodied, intensely creamy sweet matcha which offers mild flavors and aromas of toasted seeds. Its creamy, umami-rich aftertaste lingers on the palate. True to the flavor of the next teas on the list, rather than offering more pronounced character characteristic flavors, it strengthens and maximizes the intensity of refined soft lines. Anyway, I thought that these would be a really good start. So this one is page 2 because I couldn't fit everything on the first page, but this one has the sayaka matcha on here from Ippodo tea. I did not make that, I just got that off of the internet. Ideally, I really wanted to do like the same kind of vector art for the Ippodo tea one, but details on that can were actually crazy. I was like, I do not have time for that right now, so it's fine. And then I have today's little menu, so the strawberry matcha latte and then the matcha latte with oat milk. Then I actually decided to make this like a manga and matcha tasting, but I'm gonna pull all of my manga books and I'm just gonna have them out there so that my friends can like do something while they're tasting or while I'm making stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited because I'm like the only manga reader amongst my friends. That is just my way of getting my friends to like the things I like. You just offer them something really nice and for free, and then you slowly slide the other thing along with it. And the next 2 pages aren't really anything that interesting. I just have matcha tasting round 1 and round 2. They're pretty much identical. I just like listed out all the matchas so it would be easy for them to like write any notes and stuff that they have. The bottom just has like the rankings so they can rank it 1, 2, 3, 4. That is pretty much it. I do really want to see if maybe I can print these on cardstock tomorrow morning, but I don't really know if I'll have enough time. I think I got through everything that I needed to get done by today, so hopefully I'll have enough time in the morning to do a lot of the other prep. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch the director's cut of Lord of the Rings, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Saturday, guys. So it is the day of the matcha tasting. I've been spending like the entire morning just like cleaning up and getting the house ready. It is 10:23 a.m. so I have about like an hour and a half until my friends get here. I just need to pick up oat milk, and then I got the email from Staples saying that my menu was printed out. I literally got home at midnight, fixed the menu, and then sent it to Staples to print on cardstock. So hopefully it came out good because as you guys saw, I was having trouble with it when I was printing it at my house. If not, we'll just run with those. It's really not a big deal. Let's hurry up and go because I'm really not running on that much time.
Yeah, so then
I just got back home. It is like 11:40 and I feel like some of my friends are gonna come early, so we don't have a lot of time. But I wanted to show you guys the prints from Staples. They came out so good, but this one actually kind of surprised me. I thought that this was gonna be on like a heavier weight cardstock, but it's just more of this like woven textured paper. But I think that this looks so cute and so good. I did print out a backup just in case on cardstock, so I have like a heavier weight paper as well. I ended up doing landscape because I just felt like it fit everything a lot better. All the matchas that they're gonna be trying today, and then as well as some of the menu items that I'm gonna be making. I also printed out their round 1 and round 2 on cardstock paper on the front and back. So these are all ready to go, but good to know that for my Christmas party, I'll definitely be using Staples again. But that whole thing took me so much longer because there was actually a Walmart right next to Staples, and because I needed to pick up oat milk, I was like, oh perfect, I'll just go to that Walmart instead of the grocery store that's closer to me. And never would I have thought that this Walmart had the smallest like refrigerated section ever. There was like no oat milk at all. So yeah, I wasted a bunch of time like running around this Walmart like super confused because I feel like Walmart's supposed to have everything. Anyway, it's whatever, but I want to quickly run through supplies with you guys, so let me hurry up and go downstairs because I definitely want to do that before they get here. There are a few different glasses I'm going to be using. These 2 are from IKEA. I think they're called working glasses or something like that, but these were like $1.50, like $2, like so cheap, and they're so sturdy and like just really good material. So yeah, I'm like so happy about that. I wish I bought more so that we could have a little bit more of a cohesive look, but my mom was like, literally just make do with what you have. Like, don't go to IKEA right now and buy more. I also stopped by Crate and Barrel over the weekend with my friends. Basically, I was like looking for glasses for this whole matcha tasting. So I got this like medium-sized tall glass as well. Also, IKEA has a smaller size of this one if you guys wanted a little bit of a comparison. I use this for warming up my whisk. And then I actually got this whisk. I think this is called like a chasen holder off of Amazon. This actually came in a set with a matcha whisking bowl, not this one. This one was a separate one that I bought. This one is also off of Amazon. And if you guys are curious, I will link everything down below. And then these are actually little sauce cups that I'm going to be using for my friends to taste each of the rounds. And then I just picked these up at the grocery store, but these are the Oatly Barista Edition oat milk. I also think oat milk tastes the best with matcha. I think regular milk overpowers the matcha powders, but anyway, that's a whole different discussion. And then of course I have all of my matcha powders that I showed you guys yesterday. One last thing, I know I'm like kind of jumping around, but this is the kettle I'll be using. It is unfortunately not from Fellow. It is from Amazon. It's just a basic kettle. It doesn't have any capabilities to like control the temperature. Yeah, I feel like this looks so chaotic, but that is basically it. I'm gonna quickly try to set up. Friends might come in the meantime, so if anything, we'll do it, I guess, while they're also here.
Wanna make you happy and then she goes. 나만 혼자 남겨뒀어. 대화가 필요해. 너 먼저 나에게 말해봐. 너와 나의 이 관계가 달라졌음 해. We're out of time. 지나가버린 추억 너무 잦은 다툼 가끔씩은 지치기도 해 이제는 너무 익숙해져 버린 너의 한손들이 난 더 이상 하고 싶지 않아 So baby tell me why not 너와 나의 그 차이가 Why not Don't know what to do with you But why not 너와 나의 그 차이가 You and I just wanted more
너와 함께 있을 때 예전엔 안 그랬는데 그냥 집에 가고 싶을 때도 있어 너도 가끔 느끼잖아 우린 예전 같지 않아 너랑 차라리 끝내려고 해 지나가버린 추억 너무 잦은 다툼
It has the strongest level and flavor of matcha and plays very well with oat milk. They besties.
이제는 너무 익숙해져 버린 너의 한숨들이 난 더 이상 하고 싶지 않아
So baby tell me why not 너와 나의 그 차이가 Why not Don't know what to do with you But why not 너와 나의 그 차이가 You and I just wanted more
Hi guys, happy Sunday. So I just finished getting ready for church, but I just wanted to quickly close out this week's video. Yesterday's matcha tasting went so much better than I thought. My friends were so detailed and they just did a great job. Man, I have some really good friends that they were willing to sit through this entire thing for like 3 to 4 hours. Also, I introduced some of them to Yona and I think we have some new fans. So at the end of the day, I feel like it was a very successful event. My friends came to a consensus that the best matcha powder was shikibu, especially if you're making a matcha latte. They just said it was super balanced but also not overpowering, but you still get that like punchy matcha flavor. It's just like the most beautiful pairing for a strawberry matcha latte, which is what I'm going to be making at my Christmas party and what I made right now. Definitely have to play around with the ratio a little bit more, but right now it is about 40 to 45 mils of strawberry puree, which I made homemade as you guys saw in this video, and then 50 mils of water mixed with 3 grams of matcha powder, and then 100 mils of milk, and I prefer oat milk. You don't end up with a very punchy strawberry matcha. Honestly, this is so interesting because it's not too sweet, and as you drink it, you really smell like the aroma of strawberries, but you don't really necessarily like taste it as like a super strong flavor in the matcha latte. Like I really want the matcha powder to stand out more than like the strawberry. So yeah, just as a little disclaimer, but my friends all love this ratio, but I'll definitely have to play around with it, like I said, a little bit more. I do have all of their papers right here. I don't have time to go over it right now, but I'll definitely include it either in the description box or when we start to dive into the Christmas party planning this week, then I will maybe share some of their general notes across the board. Anyway, it was really fun. I definitely recommend hosting your own matcha tasting or something like that if you want to do something cute with your friends. I also felt just like so blessed and loved by my friends. Like they put in a lot of effort to making sure that they gave me like the best review of all these matcha powders as possible. I know my friends watch my YouTube videos, so thank you guys so much. Like this wouldn't have come together without you. But anyway, I need to run to church because if I'm late, my parents will kill me. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's video and I'll see you guys hopefully next week as well. Also, Christmas party planning is coming very soon. Okay, bye.